Yes. The Breakfast Club, bitches.
Who's Donkey of the Day today?
Donkey of the Day for Monday, July 27th is going to Oakland County Judge Mary Ellen Brennan. Now, Oakland County is in Michigan, and I feel bad right now because we live in this era where there is always so much information to consume. There's always so much going on that you read headlines and keep it moving. Or you read headlines and it doesn't register with you as real. So you just keep scrolling past it. And until this weekend, actually this morning, if I'm being honest, this is one of those stories for me. See, I had read a headline a while back, and thanks to one of our producers, Dan, he let me know this story happened on July 14th. The story is that a young 15-year-old girl had been arrested for not doing her homework, and it sounded so unbelievable. And it was so much going on at the time that I just blew past it, didn't even think about it. Like, that can't be real. But I didn't do any digging. But this weekend, I noticed it on social media a little more, and this morning, another headline jumped out at me, and it's from July 21st. And it says, a Michigan judge denied the release of a teen who was jailed after not doing her homework. Trigger warning for anyone out there with a heart, for anyone out there with any type of empathy for other humans. This story absolutely makes you want to beat people up. This story absolutely makes you want to punch somebody in the face. Let's go to WDIV NBC4 for the report, please.
Speaking up for a Groves High School student named Grace who can't be heard.
I know that if Grace was a 15-year-old white girl, that she would not be sitting in juvenile detention right now.
Sherry Crawley has teen daughters. Her heart sank when she heard that Grace was in the juvenile justice system for fighting and stealing, and then she broke down when she heard that Oakland County Family Court presiding judge Mary Ellen Brennan sent Grace to juvenile detention for violating her probation by not doing her online schoolwork. The judge's decision causing a firestorm of controversy.
Governor Whitmer issued an executive order that specifically talked about not incarcerating children during this global pandemic. And this situation does exactly the opposite of that.
Oakland County Prosecutor Jessica Cooper telling us, quote, the controversy involves a family court judge's decision on a case she took jurisdiction on a while ago. Only she can change or modify the order.
Okay, she was on probation and had been in juvie for fighting and stealing. You go to juvie for fighting and stealing now? You know how much fighting and stealing I was doing when I was 15 years old? Like, what happened to ISS? What happened to getting paddled? Okay, what happened to getting one-day suspension on days that they had big high school sporting events, okay, to go to? Believe it or not, stuff like that, for the most part, caused you to act right. All right, we weren't going to jail at 15 or even being put into police custody at 15 unless it was for something like bringing drugs to school. Okay, or a gun, things of that nature, okay? For fighting and stealing at 15, get you juvie and probation now? We're not even giving these kids a chance. We setting them up for a life of failure if we putting those kind of shackles on them at that age. And to violate the young lady's probation because she didn't do her homework, not doing your homework is considered a violation of probation, okay? Can you believe that? Are they equating homework to having a job? Because when you're on probation, you have to keep a job. So I guess if you don't find employment, you could be violated on your probation. I've never known anyone this has happened to, but since I was on probation for over 10 years of my life, I know the rules a little bit. So are they equating not doing homework to having a job? Inquiring minds would like to know. Judge Mary Ellen Brennan, I'm sure you have daughters, maybe granddaughters, nieces. Hell, you were 15 once. You were a 15-year-old little girl once. What if somebody threw the book at you like that for mistakes you made at 15? Because a young woman didn't do her homework, she has to stay in juvenile detention? She's on probation for fighting and stealing. She don't need to be in juvie. She needs a hug and some opportunity. Okay, who knows what unresolved trauma she has in her that's causing her to fight? Hell, she might just be trying to survive. Or she might have some emotional issues going on. Who knows? This is why SEL is so important to have in schools. She may be stealing because she's hungry. I don't know what the reasons are, but I know at 15, it's nothing that can't be corrected, but you don't want to correct her. You want her to be traumatized even more. You want to make her an animal. Okay, when you take a hurt person and don't offer them healing, you hurt them even more. And that hurt person takes that unresolved trauma back into the world and they continue to hurt people. And now the state has years and years of free labor from this young woman because no assistance was offered to her at an early age. Look, this is what we need to do. We have to have a petty party this morning. We have to call Judge Mary Ellen Brennan. The math, her number is 248-858-3183. You can call that number Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. That's 248-858-3183. And on Tuesday and Thursday, call this number, 248 858-0355 from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And when you call, demand that 15-year-old Grace be released from juvenile detention immediately, okay? She should have never been incarcerated, all right? Failure to complete, and say this. This is the talking points they want you to say when you call. Call and demand that 15-year-old Grace be released from juvenile detention immediately. I just said that. And she should have never been incarcerated. Failure to complete schoolwork does not make a child a threat to the community. You must dismiss her case and return her to her mother. Okay, she should receive the support and resources she actually needs at home. I agree. This is a damn shame that Grace is in juvie because she didn't do her homework. All right, how many white kids have lied about dogs eating their homework? All right, based off that lie, lock the white kid up and the damn dog. All right, y'all gonna stop doing little black kids like this. And Judge Mary Ellen Brennan, you should be ashamed of yourself. Please let Kathy Griffin give Judge Mary Ellen Brennan the biggest hee-haw.
Please give this giant jar of mail the biggest hee-haw.
I'm gonna have Breakfast Club page post a lot of this. I'm going to post this on my Instagram too, but you can contact the Attorney General and the prosecutor in the case. You can call Judge Mary Ellen Brennan. You can email her clerks, okay, at Slatonk, SLATONK at oakgov.com or sismjacobsr at oakgov.com. But this is a travesty of justice. There's no need for a 15-year-old girl to be in juvenile detention because she didn't do her homework. Like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
That's ridiculous.
Very.
How do people get away with this?
Being white and having power.
Donkey of the Day is brought to you by the law office of Michael S. Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey. Dial pound 250 on your cell and say the bull if you've been hurt in a construction accident. That's pound 250 from your cell and say the bull.